So I'm going to explain to y'all really quickly. I'm going to give you a crash course in planetary, the spiritual planetary workings of planet Earth per the Torah, and actually how it does work in physical Oh, I should have put D on it. Let me see if I can flip this. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, so it's December 22nd, 2025. Look, I'm gonna have you all a little hospital chart. You're in the hospital. You see that? Those three circles there? That's the earth. The little circle in the middle, that's the core. It's called Zion. That's where the throne, the dome, foundations of the earth are. Right? That's where the throne is, and that's where souls go down to and come up from. The second circle is the surface. The third, right, that's the surface of the earth where people dwell. You see, I have a few little stick men out there. That's where the biological units are. Hominoids, people, high animal, and animals and whatnot, and oceans. And the third is the edge of the atmosphere, which is the Kármán line. And see this atmosphere here. I'm pointing at it. I can't. Man, I need another arm. I'm pointing at it, and then I just erase some of it. But that, see the sun up there? It's putting into the atmosphere, and so the head of the physical brain of the God of Israel is connected to the sun and communicates with the sun. And he's also connected to Zion as he sits on the throne of Zion. Now, how do you know who this person is? This person, he comes up to earth or comes down. Whatever you want, because you say he comes down from the sun. Okay, comes down from the sun. Whatever. Anyway, he has both. Zion, Zion emits the magnetic field, which goes out about past the moon. That's the rod of iron, which he rules with. And see, people live in the chrism, and the chrism is a mixture of energy, and it is both in the magnetic. It's in the atmosphere, heaven, Hashemayim, and it is affected by the light of the sun, the or. And the condition of or is changed by the speaking of the one Adam. And then see, the one Adam actually is the Elohim of Yisrael. And that one Adam, or the instance of Adam, with Terem Yitzmak, this ability to stop and energy movements, and these are the earth energies that are in the Hashemayim there. Basically, that's Mary for the Catholic Church. What they use their witchcrafts with. Anyway, he's in control of that. He can turn it off, and I turned off their fucking shit. Excuse my language. And turned it off. Woo! Anyway, his head's connected, his brain's connected to the sun. You can find that in Numbers. What chapter is it? Anyway, it's one of the things that the Balaam-Balak story, and but you have to read it in the actual original languages, of course, and use the rabbinical way of parsing, shall we say, the Holy of Holies way of parsing. And so if you see, I have the one with the dot, and that's Dale. That's Dale. That's Dale. Okay, Dalet, Dale, which is the Torah law and the things that are written. But see, D, like when I say things are D, that's what's written in the atmosphere. That is the chrism. that is Christ. And the person that sits on the throne of David and Zion has, in the Magdala rod of iron, works for, and its head's connected to the sun, which it takes about, what, 8 minutes for the sun to hit the earth from the sun. That's Dalet. That's written in the thing. That's for him. And so if we go down, after Dalet is a het, right? It's a Dalet with just a line going down, but it's not connected. And then there's 6, Wa, 7, Z, and then het, 8. Het. Okay, so that represents it like this Dalet, but then you see it's connected and it's coming all the way down. So that's the area. I mean, het is condensing, really, but that's the area within het that yields the maximum benefit towards the operation of Earth, right? And when the Elohim get outside of that, they cause problems, death, and D is actually written in the existence field. So with het, it automatically just takes care of them, whatever way the law that's programmed in there does. And the laws of the Lord are brutal, just as the laws of nature are very brutal. It's just what it is, man. So that is like a literal crash course in literally what the Torah and Tanakh say, and you can find it. You can go with Genesis, first couple chapters. Anyway, you get all this by Bereshit. By the end of Bereshit, you're gonna get all this. And then once you know all this, everything starts making a lot more sense, like the Psalms and stuff. When thing says this or that, and then especially when you start reading it in the original, and you're like, wow, okay. So maybe one of these days I'll make I need a tripod, but I'll maybe make a video on the Hebrew letters from the Captain Caveman perspective, But that is just that right there is this simple. It is extremely simple diagram of how the Earth system works, and of course, the people, their souls go up and down, and when the high Adam comes with it's a continual process. He pushes up to grow up from the earth, and the governments, the Elohim, with the Katuf on top of the hay, that's the leaders of governments, and they are supposed to do as required. Concerning the high Adam, and then that is the paying allegiance to the king of the earth, the Adon, which Yod-Heh Wah-Heh has, that's the system that Yod-Heh Wah-Heh has set up for this solar system, for this sun. Right? That's just the way that the intergalactic whatever works. So, like, hey, anyway, that's just the way it works. So the existence field pretty much deals with just the atmosphere and things that biological units can exist in. Pretty much, yes, there's spacemen and stuff now. Okay, they can take their own little stuff with them. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. That's just applied simple the way it goes. So, when Jesus came and he had the sign of Samion and Tabor, Uranus, Termutes, Mag, Etric. If that was a true event, then yes, he was per the Torah, the one high Adam, just what it was. The person sitting on the throne of David. That's that. That's just that. It's not disputable. Okay, and now what is this anyway? So, but the main thing, okay, is what is the original Torah? And you notice how this is like three things. Like you have the Holy of Holies, then you've got the outer, then you've got the inner court for the Jews, and you got the outer court for the Gentiles. You see that? It's the same kind of design. The outer court really is Christianity. You're supposed to be the facing out Christians, and instead of trying to attack or convert the ant people. They'll be the ant people. Dude, I said it's not funny. It's fucking Muslim. The evil that people do. Anyway, so over the, you have to look. It's getting better. Certainly next life is probably better, but 2 lifetimes we're gonna have it really rocking here on Earth, dude. I'm telling you. Do have to make some adjustments after I leave, but yeah. Anyway, that's that. Okay, so crash course in Earth soul physics.